Hello everyone, today will be my weekly video about Merged by Amazon design ideas, I take these ideas from a search on Merged by Amazon, but of course you should upload them not only to this platform but also for any other platform, any other print-on-demand site that you use, or also on your website if you have it. It will be the right decision because, yes, of course, each print-on-demand platform has different audience, but sometimes you can search for one audience for one pod platform, but instead of this you will get most of sales on other platform. And it is usually often that if you have a good idea and good illustration, good design for this idea, you can have good sales on different platforms too. So today will be 7 different print-on-demand ideas, and most of them will be evergreen ideas or that kind of ideas that has sales any time of the year, not trendy designs or some holiday-oriented designs, but that will be in demand all the time. Okay, let's go to the first idea, and the first search phrase is here's a really old picture of me short. And it is of course a funny pun, so you can picture here of course sperm in different variations. It can be also made like a photo like here, yeah, or maybe it can be just an illustration of a sperm without any variations like it is a photo. It is quite a simple design. You should definitely think how you can make something different from other search results, because we can see a lot of white single color designs. Maybe it will be good to make a vintage illustration, because not a lot of vintage styled shorts I can find here. Maybe only this one in the top of the search, or it can be also another variant that you like, but it definitely should differentiate from the other results. Yes, of course, there is not a lot of potential for your imagination. You should illustrate this sperm and also have this basic text. But I really like design ideas with simple puns, because it is usually not the best-selling ideas on Merged by Amazon, but you can also have an additional sales on TeePublic or on Redbubble, and it is often really long-term designs, because this kind of jokes, very simple jokes, they are selling good for a long time. Okay, let's go to the next idea, and the search phrase will be leveled up to Big Brother short. Not a very fresh design idea. It appeared several years ago, and at first it was a really good idea with a lot of sales potential, but now there is a very high competition. But if you will make a good design, you can definitely make your own sales too. So there are two main variants of this design right now. One of them is with one controller pad, about Big Bro only, and the second variation is with two pads for player 1 and player 2, and player 2 is joining, so it usually don't have a full line. It is like a loading variant, but of course it is a good idea too. And it is a good idea to add also a year, and sometimes if player 2 joined already, if it was born already, you can also add not only the year but also the months, and it will be a good idea too. Yes, competition is quite high, but if you have a good controller design, good controller element, you can definitely make this design very fast, and it can also bring you some sales. Not the best niche for me right now for Merged by Amazon, and it is not the idea that I will make from scratch. Yeah, I need to have some controller illustration to spend my time for it. But if you already have controller designs, you should definitely make it and upload to different platforms, and it will be good. Okay, let's go to next design idea. It is a firefighter short idea with search phrase I'd tap that firefighter short. And you should definitely illustrate this fire hydrant here. It can be made in realistic style like here, or simple stylization, or I think the good idea will be with American flag, because it's a very patriotic profession, and of course some US symbols will look good too with this illustration. And for this search, for this design idea, it will be a right choice as for me. Also, this variant that is made in vintage style look great, but what is good, I can't find a lot of vintage styled designs right now, so maybe I will make in that way this short phrase. And as we can see, not very competitive right now, but also, like it was in the previous designs, not a lot of different variations that you can add to this design idea, because it is a very simple design, but with not so high competition, it can also bring you some sales. Okay, let's go to the fourth design idea for today. It is a funny design idea too. Mind if I smoke short. Yeah, it's more for a summer period of time. It's a seasonal design, or not only for summer, but for a good weather. And it is a pun about smoking meat, not about cigarettes. And you should definitely illustrate some smoker here, different variations of a smoker, or maybe some food, some meat like chicken, pork, or beef, or something like this. And I think that this kind of design can bring you a lot of sales in summer period of time, but it is a good time to make it right now, because you need to have also some time for an indexation of your design. And if you will create and upload your design right now, it will have a better possibility to bring you some sales when it will be a high season for this search phrase and for this search idea. Okay, the next idea for today is about gardening. I love gardening from my head tomatoes. It is also a funny phrase about gardening, and here is like word spelling. Yes, it's tomatoes, to my toes, tomatoes, and of course, because of this phrase, you should illustrate here some tomatoes. Like here we can find a lot of illustration with tomato, and they can also be made in different variations. For example, as we can find from search results, almost all of them are made in some realistic stylization. I will definitely change it to any other idea. Maybe I will also make some ketchup variation. It can look good too, but I will definitely brainstorm some new good ideas about this search phrase. But it is a niche search with a lot of garden lovers, and if you will create a good illustration, you can definitely make sales any time of the year, because it's not a seasonal search. It is almost any time of the year. Okay, the next one for today is a search phrase: I don't eat anything that poops. It is a vegan design with not a lot of competition right now, only 200 plus results that are available, and we can find a couple of really good designs like here in this vintage stylization, and it is the main idea that you can make an illustration of an animal. Here we can find some chicken or beef or what else, maybe pork, and some other animals that are tasty, but not for vegans, of course, and it is a design for a vegan culture, yeah, for vegans, and you can go from animals or from a piece of shit, and any stylization will be good if you will create a good illustration. As for me, I prefer to make an illustration here, not a simple text design, because I think that it will look better for a target audience, and an illustration helps to understand this joke faster, so it usually give you some benefits if you will create some illustration of an animals. Really good niche t-shirt and t-shirt ideas for vegans. Here you can find good sales and very stable sales, and the phrase looks really good too, without high competition right now. So I will definitely illustrate a couple of variants for this search phrase. And the last idea for today is more creative for a search phrase. Let's get weird short. And here you definitely can illustrate almost any idea that you will have, only in a weird style. Usually we can find some different colors illustrations like here, but it can be also some UFO theme or something else. I really like this new variation with these two frogs, because they look really weird, and it is one of possibilities how you can illustrate it, but you can illustrate almost anything like this weird cat or something else. And if you will make a good and interesting illustration, you can definitely go to the top in this search results, and it will bring you sales, and the sales can be really very stable if your illustration will get an attention of potential customers. So it was 7 design ideas for this week. Subscribe to this channel. Here we have a lot of different merch ideas, and also a lot of other print-on-demand videos about print-on-demand business. And today I wish you good sales. See you soon. Bye.